Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker's Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 118, and today we're going to be talking about the 4 most important aspects to hiring a salesperson. This is going to be super valuable for you if you are looking to take that step and hire a new salesperson. It could be your first salesperson, or it could be an additional salesperson if you've already got some people in your sales team. These are a number of things that I have noticed that make a massive difference, and so I'm really excited to be sharing this with you. But first, if you've got leads in your pipeline and you want to convert more of those leads into sales, head over to johnblakeaudio.com and grab your free audio training where I show you the exact strategy that you can use to double sales with leads in your existing pipeline. This is the exact same strategy that I teach my high-ticket clients, my 12-monthly clients that work with me on an ongoing basis. It is the first thing that we do to create a massive win in their business. And I say massive, I don't say that lightly, because this is a massive opportunity in most businesses. Most business owners, on average, would follow up with a lead that they've spoken to and have sent a proposal to maybe twice. And most sales are made after the 5th or 6th actual contact. So there's a massive disconnect and huge amounts of money to be made if you can get this right, especially if you can get it right and working consistently, which at this training you will be able to do, because not only will you get the audio, you will also get a PDF with the exact word-for-word scripts, exactly what to write in your emails, exactly what to say when you call, exactly when to call, and exactly when to send emails over a 90-day period. So it is over at johnblakeaudio.com, and I haven't held anything back in this training. It gives you the exact same strategy that I teach clients, that I customize to clients' businesses, and I'm sure that will be super valuable. Okay, so the 4 most important things that you need to consider when you're hiring a salesperson. So the first one, and I'm going to list these in no particular order. The first one is culture fit, right? So the person needs to fit in with the people that you've got. And really, this is probably a gut feeling thing, but you need to be able to know that they are going to fit with the rest of the personalities in your team. So culture fit is really important. The second one is you want a background of and a consistent history of competence in sales, right? So in making sales. But there's a couple of different ways that we can qualify this, because we need to drill down. Because someone can say, I hit sales records in this company, I hit sales records in this company, but it could have been a company that was on a massive growth curve. It could have been in an industry that was on a massive growth curve, and for all intents and purposes, all the person was doing was taking orders. And you can actually do really, really well in sales if you are just polite and consistent and you don't mess up. You can actually do really well and get fantastic results in a sales role if you are just consistent and not offensive. So what you're really looking for are situations where they have actually had to sell, right? Because otherwise people are more oriented toward wanting resources rather than being resourceful. So in your interview process, you want to uncover situations where the person was actually resourceful in a situation and creative and was able to make sales, rather than just was selling a product that there was a massive demand for in an industry that was booming, and that was why they've had sales success. So you in your interview process, you want to make that distinction. You also want to make sure that the person is coachable, and you also want to make sure that they are competitive, that they are wanting to hit their numbers. So the first one is showing a background of competency and sales success, being resourceful versus wanting to get more resources, being a culture fit. The third part is the interview screening process. So this is where you can actually start to drill down and find out, okay, well, is this person, in terms of the competency part, is this person, how have they performed in previous roles? And the best way to do that is to actually ask a lot of questions about a lot of jobs. And I've actually got a specific training on my blog called How to Hire the Best People in Your Industry. And it's a video. It's been there for a while. If you just do a search at johnblake.com or john-blake.com, you will find it. And it's based on the work of a guy called Brad Smart, and I think that'll be super useful. So I go into detail, into depth on that particular process. You can just watch the video. There's no opt-in or anything. It's on my website. Like I said, I think it's, if you do a search, how to hire the best people in your industry, you'll find it. And it's like a mind map where I walk through the process and the questions and all the rest of it that you can answer, that you can ask somebody in that process. And then the last part is and I've started doing this for a number of clients recently, and it's behavior, an actual sales behavior profiling tool. And I've actually got this as an exclusive in my business, and it is the perfect way to really hedge your bets. You can use it for a couple of different things. You can use it as a screening tool. So you might be down to your last 3 people. So your short list of your last 3 people that you're looking to hire, and you can get them all to go online and complete this sales behavior profile test that's been designed specifically for salespeople. And it'll do 2 things. It'll give you the likelihood that person is going to be successful in some core areas that have been identified that salespeople need to possess to be successful in a role. And it will also give you the areas that they are likely to need coaching. So as a coaching tool, if you actually do hire them, it shows you the areas that they're going to need support and the areas that they're not going to need support, so that you can actually drill down into the places that they're going to need the most help in once you hire them. Now, the other thing that you can do with this is that you can actually get your best performing salesperson to complete the profile, and you can start to benchmark people against the highest performing salesperson in your business, so that you can actually really start to hire more scientifically. So I've been using this tool for a number of years. I think you will get a lot out of it, and it's a really, really powerful tool, especially when you add it to the other 3 tools. So making sure the person's a good culture fit, making sure that they have a demonstrated background of competency, and the interview screening process and the profile, you've got a winning formula, and you have got the highest likelihood that person is going to be a really, really successful person within your business. So I wish you luck with that, and I will no doubt talk to you on the next podcast. As usual, thank you for listening. Cheers. Bye.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker's Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies to maximize your sales process with new episodes every week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive free no-fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.